We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
and that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Dolphins 7, Colts 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
23-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd
and again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2, now Wilson. He can run, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That'll be complete to Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Dolphins 7, Colts 6.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Dolphins 14, Colts 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
This is Jones across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Mike.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
21.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Westbrook.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. To throw again, Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Dolphins 28, Colts 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From midfield now, here's Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. After the interception, here's Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Steps away. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Michael Brocker is in on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. On the give, this is their fullback. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Now Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The tackle.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Fighting through pressure. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it. Bruce under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
28, Colts 6.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
On the
Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6.
35, Colts 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
play action. It's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
From the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd down and...
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flushed out right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on second down. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. From way up at the 23. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Hey, report. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey, pick it up.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man. And he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, middle. Let's go, team. Big series.
Again, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At their own 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.